leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, it's Mack, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
2 yards, and it's third down.
Minshew sets to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go play action. Hurts. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Third down.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's got a man, complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Minshew. They'll run the screen with Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Now, third down.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
To Jerry Jeudy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 31-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Jeudy, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
On the keeper.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Second down, here's Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action, it's Minshew sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll go play action here with Minshew. He'll buy some time right. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
The ball carrier.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 9-yard line.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Austin Seibert set to
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Hurts. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage? Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew going right side here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Johnson on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
39-yard.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Coleman now. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 35-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Pass. Complete to Will.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, Johnson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles.
2nd and 11. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
A big play there. Touchdown. 77 yards. There the Eagles are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Minshew sets to throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Eagles 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And that's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Philadelphia.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it. It's Mack. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ball carrier.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Minshew. They'll roll him out right. He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
On the ready.
Now a run with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. On the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Now Minshew. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And some space here. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Smith catches left side. And he's brought down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It's Coleman here, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Eagles 14. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quick.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack. Minshew. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Third down.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Here's Marlon Mack. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
Today's final.
I know there may be temptation to go for it.